Hello friends, welcome back. I am making this video to explain you the new feature updates in inventory management software which I have already uploaded in my channel. This is the original video where I have explained the how to operate guideline of the software, and here in this version 2 of this inventory management software I have added some features and I have also fixed some issues. So let me explain this one by one. Let's start from the beginning by closing this software. Then click on the start button. Then launch the software by clicking on this inventory management. One big update is I have added this login screen. First of all, you will see this login screen where you have to put the username and password to log in into the system. The default username and password is admin. So here in the username put admin. In the password also put admin. This default username and password you can change later. To see the password, you can click on this show password. To hide it, simply uncheck this box. Now click on the login. This is the main software which opens after the successful login. Let me maximize this. And here you can see in the dashboard, the update is I have added this stock value section here in the graph and also the values here. So this is the change in the dashboard. In item master, the update here is this source data bar. This source data is used for searching the data from this table. Suppose that if you put here laptop, then you will see the records for laptop only, and by clicking on the export to Excel button you can export this sourced data only. To export all the data you have to clear this search bar, then you will see the whole data here. The next update here is to use this delete and edit button you must be logged in into the admin account. If you are logged in from a normal user account, then you will not have access to delete and edit feature. So to delete a specific transaction or to modify it, you must log in from admin account. So only the admin has deleting and editing feature. So that is the another update here in this item master. Let's go to stock purchase, and here in the stock purchase section the same thing like the search bar is given here. You can search a specific data from the search bar, and here in the stock purchase also to delete a transaction or to edit a transaction you must log in from admin account. Let's go to another section, that is stock sales, and here also the same update, that is the search bar and prevention of deleting and editing. The next one is the stock balance section, and here also I have added the search bar to search the data, and another thing is I have added this stock value column. In previous version this stock value column was not there. Next one is the settings, and here in the settings I have added one more feature, that is the selection of stock valuation basis, that is either purchase price per unit or selling price per unit. If you take selling price per unit then save the settings, then this stock will be calculated based on the selling price per unit. Currently it is $8,800. If I change this to selling price per unit, then save the settings, then go to dashboard. Here you can see now the stock value is $9,600 because currently it is calculated in the selling price. So from here you can choose either purchase price or selling price to evaluate the stock. The next update is this user management section, and this is the big update here in this version. This user management section is available for the admin users only. Currently I have logged in from the admin account, that's why this user management section is visible. If you are logged in from the normal user account, then you will not see this user management menu. And here in the user management menu you can add up to 5 users and define their role. Currently there is only one admin account. The role is given as admin. To change the username and password of this admin, you can click on this, then it goes here in the box where you can make the change. In this username, let me make it master user, and here in the password let me put another password, that is 12345, just for example. You can click on this checkbox to make the password visible, and here also the password gets visible. And here in this drop down you can define the role for this user, and I am changing the password of the admin account, so the role should be admin here. And here you have to provide the old password to change the password of the admin account. So here put the old password, that is admin, and here you can set up the recovery key, and this recovery key is available for the admin account only. In case if you forgot the password, you can use this recovery key. So here put the key that you always remember. Also keep the password that you always remember, but sometimes in case if you forgot the password, you can use this recovery key to change the password. So let me put here the recovery key, for example 55555. Now click on the update user button to change the password. User updated successfully, click on OK. Now here you can see the username password is changed for the master user. Now you can add here up to 5 users and define their role. You can make another admin also, or you can make the users only. Let me create here a new user. In the username let me put user1. In the password let me put ABCD. The role is user. Then click on the add user. User1 added. Here you can see the user1 is added. Here you can make up to 5 users including the admin. Later if you want to change the username or password of any user, you can simply click on it, change the values here, then click on the update user. And if you want to delete some user, you can use this delete user. This clear is for just clearing the values given here. Now let me close this system, then reopen it. Now here in the login screen, if I put the old username, that was admin, and the old password of admin, then click on the login. Here you see invalid username or password, because I have already changed this. Master user is the new ID, and the password is 12345. Now if I click on the login, here you can see the main application starts, and currently the master user is logged in. You have the access to this user management. But if you log in from this normal user account, let me close this and re-log in from the normal user. The username is user1 and the password is ABCD. Click on login. Here you see when the normal user logs in into the system, the user management option is not available, because the user management is for admin account only. And here the normal user does not have permission to edit or delete a transaction. For example, if I go to item master, double click on a transaction, then if I try to click on the delete or edit, the delete and edit option is locked. I can't click on these two buttons. So to delete or edit a transaction, you must log in from the admin account. Let me close this system, reopen it, and here put the user ID, that is master user. And suppose that I forgot the password for this master user account. If I put here a wrong password, click on login, I cannot log in into the system. In this case, you can click on this forgot password option, and here you can see the recovery key window is opened, admin password recovery. Here you can put the recovery key. The recovery key was 55555. After putting the recovery key, here you can put the new password. Let me change the new password to PQRST. This is the new password. Now click on reset password. Password for master user has been reset successfully. Click on OK. Now you have to put the new password here, that is PQRST. Then click on the login. Here you can see the software gets opened by changing the password using the security key. So this is all about the new feature updates and fix of some issues in this second version of inventory management software. If you want to use this updated version of the software, you can again download the software and install it in your computer by following the method that I described in the previous video. The link of the video I'll put in the video description section. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in another tutorial.